looking at Armin and his character, how he normally behaves, you wouldn't expect him to be an intimidating character, but when you look at this episode of Attack on Titan and compare it to the last one where Armin had to shoot someone, or was the second episode? No, it was, yeah, it was the last episode if I'm correct. Uh, Armin had to shoot someone. Oh yeah, that's the second episode. I'm confusing a lot of things, but basically, Armin had to shoot someone, and he was in a situation where he he it was a do or die for him. Like that was the whole situation. And since then we see a change in Armin's character, and this was one of the changes. You see that he is very intimidating in this certain episode of Attack on Titan, like the way he was just like give your weapons. You wouldn't see Armin doing this, all right. Armin isn't an intimidating character. Again, it's been since season one. Armin hasn't been an intimidating character. Like the moment when Eren got eaten in season one by an Titan, and Armin just stood there and he was like a crybaby. So basically, you see a change in Armin's character. So one one of the things that this episode kind of give is this certain episode of Attack on Titan gives is that it gives a lot of character development to a lot of characters, not only Ermin, but at the same time, it also creates a very intensifying atmosphere because it's Attack on Titan. Uh, Anybody can die. Attack on Titan doesn't hold back on killing anyone. Like, you would not expect it to be something like Fairy Tail or Dragon Ball, where you just look at these certain characters and you'll be like, yeah, I don't think so they'll die. But certainly, it's obvious that that Attack on Titan doesn't like holding back on killing characters. It likes to. That's the reason why it's a psychological kind of thing, like psychological kind of action series. So it does put a lot of deaths in there, and it doesn't hold back, and it shows shows in actuality what could happen, because rather than characters somehow get it out of there due to plot armor, you actually see characters getting killed who who can't get out of their due to plot armor now. So that's the reason why this certain series, you could never expect anything from, like, you could expect unexpected things from it. And same goes from here, because at the moment, like, at least for anime onlys, we all thought that it was the end for the guy who's escorting Hitch and Marlowe. Like, we all thought that was the end for him. Like, come on, like, who wouldn't thought it? Because he screwed up everything. He just threw his like he got away his knife from his hand, like knife slipped and everything, and he just had no weapon. Like, basically he was testing them, but still he was still having a lot of trouble testing them, because obviously, unlike Ermin, who has actually killed someone and he's actually like felt to need to do or die, this guy who was with Armin, he wasn't there to kill someone. Like, he didn't kill anyone yet. He's still got that humanity left in him. That's the reason why he just can't do anything. So it was quite obvious why he wasn't capable of going all in, if I put it in simple words. But another thing about this episode is it has to be Irvin. Like, has Irvin, this man, I generally just like him for how he is. Like, since season one, he's definitely not. I wouldn't say it wasn't even season one. It was season two when he was about to rescue Eren. Like, this man lost his arm and stuff. And it was crazy. Like, I really loved this character, and at that moment, I even liked him more than Levi, because even though Levi is such a badass character, and he's definitely my favorite character of the whole series, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people also like Levi a lot, just like me. So yeah, it was something that got me like, whoa. That was this scene, this certain scene there was a certain scene where uh basically Irvin is asking his friend like how's his family and stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, you're in the jail, you have been interrogated, you have been beaten up, and you are the one asking how's the family and stuff. Like, it's just it was such a strange scene for me, and it's not even that what it's not even that strange. It's like he has no fear in his eyes. That's basically what I will put it in. Like, this man has no fear of death. Like, he knows he's gonna be executed soon, and he still has no fear in his eyes. He's like, yeah, bring it on. I got something up my sleeves. Like, this man, is just he is such a great character. Like Irvin, just I love him. Now, the final thing about this episode has to be the huge character development that the Reeves son got. Like, whoa, like that was a 180 degrees, like it went complete 180 degree from his character. Like, this man became from a scaredy cat to his like I'm gonna protect you guys. Like, that's a 180, a total 180 from what he was just in the start of the episode. And it's just amazing to see how he how he basically made this scout admit all their crimes, and it and this is just amazing to see. And last but not the least about this episode is something that I think so everybody, I think so not only us but everybody caught an attention to it, and that is the surnames. And that's basically Levi Ackerman, Kenny Ackerman, and same goes with Mikasa, who kind of catches the glimpse, and she's like, "Wait, that's his surname? That's Kenny's surname?" Like, you could see Mikasa's reaction in the background. She's like, "Whoa, wait, that's Kenny's surname?" Like, I already knew Kenny's surname was Ackerman, to be honest, because again, I've been spoiled a lot of stuff from the manga, but even though I have not read the manga yet, but I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled by a lot of stuff. Like, I know a lot of stuff that's gonna happen in future, and I'm not gonna spoil much. But that scene was well done. Like you wouldn't even notice Mikasa going that, and you have to be very careful to see that on Mikasa going like, "Whoa, wait, what? That happened?" It's like that was a fun little detail that I noticed, and it's great. It's something that could affect in future, and it could be something really important to the storyline, because I do know Levi's backstory, so in a way, it could play in a role, because I don't know what their relationship is, who Mikasa is, or who Levi for real is, and I mean, even though I know his origins, it's still unknown to me who he actually, what he actually is, like why, w- what kind of person he actually was, and what's his relationship to Kenny. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I still don't know about Levi, even though I know somewhat of his origin story. So yeah, there's still a lot of stuff to go through. Animation has always top notch. This season's animation is just top notch compared to season 1 and 2. I have to say that, like, it's pretty good. So yeah, that's all on this episode of Attack on Titan. That pretty much I could cover up with. So yeah, this was a pretty damn good episode all over. Like, intensifying atmosphere. You asked for an intimidating characters. Two of them came up. A very much a little shocker, and also a major character development with Reeves' son. So yeah, those were the important things that happened in this episode, and those were really well pulled out. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode of Attack on Titans. Let me know what you think about all the stuff that I just spoke about, and I'll see you next video. As always, peace.